Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Leo tunaongea siasa and our guest is Shifa Okore, the Programs Officer Civic Engagements at Siasa Place. Karibu kwa show yetu.
Asante.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Programs Civic Engagement. That's why you have two engagement rings.
Yes,
Totally
absolutely.
unrelated.
Absolutely. No, one is a weapon. Yeah.
So you unaweza fanya nayo mtu nini?
No, mtu akinisalimia like this, anasikianga inamdunga on the other way.
Nidunge basi tu. Acha nikuoneshe vile hiyo silaha yako ni bure.
I intend for it to be.
Oh.
It doesn't mean it already is.
Oh, your plan has failed kama ringtone. Now.
Now,
basi unasikia niko na homa by the way.
Usiniambukize please.
Ni imetoka majuu ndio nilikuwa nataka kupea offer kama unajisikia.
Hata mimi nimetoka majuu. Sitaki homa.
Ini homa from the streets.
Yangu mimi sitaki homa. I'm also from Europe. Sitaki.
It's illegal.
Tax yake nani alipea tax?
Mwenye aliniletea.
Okay. All right. Fine. I
Sasa,
surrender.
Our subject on the show leo ni politics. Siasa.
Yes.
Hiyo ni life yako. Siasa please.
Every day. Yeah.
What's your definition of democracy?
A rule of the people, for the people, by the people. Simple.
Hivyo tu.
Simple.
Do we have that in Kenya?
No. We never do. Because the people don't know that they rule. Because the people don't understand that when Article 1 speaks of sovereignty of the people, is absolute. They don't understand what sovereignty is. So, you know, we leave it, alafu tunaacha watu wanashangaa ni kwa nini hatuoni kama democracy inawaka. And you know, democracy is equal to demand. Like, it doesn't matter even if you elect an angel, you have to demand them to work.
An angel?
Mtu mzuri, hakuna angels, because we're dealing with human beings, we're dealing with flawed people. Human beings are flawed, unless wametoka binguni. But everybody who appears on the ballot, you know, even the good people who appear on the ballot, lazima ukwe unawauliza ile promise ulisema, hata kama walisema wanatupatia jets, unafaa kuuliza within 100 days wapi jet yangu. You know, and it has to be consistent. Ukiwaacha, they just do what they want to do. And then it becomes the rule of minority.
Nimenotice uko na personality mbili.
Really?
Ya Kiswahili na ya Kizungu.
I know, I'm trying.
A rule of the people for the people.
So I wanted to send the message. Was the message sent home?
Oh,
right?
Kuna personality ya message.
Yes.
Na personality ya
explanation. Exactly.
A rule of the people for the people for the people. But kama natuletea jet.
But everybody has different personalities. Hakuna mtu anakuanga na personality moja. Yes.
I spoke to Nerima before you came on the show, and before I contacted you, ulikuwa Germany.
Yes.
Kwenda ku-observe elections.
Yes.
And now it makes sense ulikuwa umeenda ku-observe elections. What's the difference between election yao na election yetu?
Everything. Like, first of all, the people themselves are so integral, and the people believe in the rule of law. As in, they have an option of, you know, we're assuming next week is an election, and then wewe utaki kwenda polling station. So you decide, just give me my ballot paper, I'll go and fill it in my house and email it or send it, via post. Can you imagine if Kenya, I gave you a ballot paper, fill it at home and then mail it to GPO. Do you know GPO will burn down?
Mtu anaenda na ballot paper.
Anaenda na ballot paper yake. In fact, unatumiwa mpaka unapigiwa simu na umepata ballot paper yako? Sawa. So utatutumia? Yes. That is one thing. And you see, for that kind of system to work, it has to be about the people who have integrity. There are polling stations, yani mpaka kuna Wi-Fi. Polling station kuna Wi-Fi, kuna juice, kuna pizza, kuna kuingia, anybody can get in.
Ulikuwa ku-observe election ama hoteli za huko?
No. Let me tell you. But they were saying, mimi napenda chakula. So when I was in the polling station, nimeona chakula, I was like, thank you, Jesus. I was happy. But the reason why I'm telling you all this is because I'm trying to make you understand that they don't make politics a do or die thing. That it is so humanized, that it is such a friendly environment where we can actually sit. Anybody passing through a polling station can come in. You don't have to be an official. You don't have to be counting the votes or like employed by them.
They don't have agents. They don't
even bother with those kinds of things. All they have is a commissioner And this guy is the one who now talks to the returning officer. So returning officer anasaidiwa kuhesabu, by the way. So if assuming this is our county, I have been voted for, anybody can come in and say, nipe kura zake ni hesabu. Na unaanza tu kuhesabu. You don't have to know me. Unapewa tu.
Kila mtu ni Chebukati.
Kila mtu ni Chebukati. Ama Chiloba, something like that. Like, it is so open. They don't doubt each other like we do. We walked into polling stations and we asked, which ones can we help count? To Kapewa, you want to count for CSU? Or you want to count for SPD? You want to count for AFD? And we were given. And he asks you, like the returning officer, ata ajali kama umecount the right thing, because he knows you understand that this is important. Like he will just ask you, how many were those? How many were those? He doesn't even need to go back and do, The system is so open. Like a day even before they went to vote, people are in hotels chilling, it's our normal day. Not the way as it's now a do or die day, there's tension, there's hatred on social media. Media itself is now tense. We have polling stations opening at this time. Okay. People are worried. Like, I swear to God, I was shocked.
So basically, if we had respect for our structures, we wouldn't need kubaizo ma BVR kits.
We wouldn't need. Imagine they have one ballot paper and I may split you into 2. And they can afford. Sisi tuko na 7 colorful ones na bado zinapotea.
Hiyo tu kwanza niliambiwa hiyo ya kuweka vidole, and it's a very sad story, hiyo biometrics. Kuna wale wasio kuchimba mawe. The quarry guys. So mawe imefuta fingerprints. Alafu imebakisha residue ya mawe. So mtu akiweka kwa ile BVR kit ina reflect nyumba.
Oh my God, I swear.
Azim.
Oh wow.
Unafikiria in future tutajipata tuna respect? Because the problem is not the system, the problem is the people.
Yeah.
Now that we are here.
Yeah.
We know the problem is fixing ourselves.
Yes.
What do you think it takes to fix us? Let's not talk about fixing the system.
Yeah.
Fixing us.
Fixing us inaanza na kitu moja.
Yes.
We have to have collective responsibility. We have to be responsible for other people, not just us. Unaona mtu anarobiwa in traffic, kila mtu anafunga dirisha, ndio wanalock mlango. You see, nobody bothers to even ask, or even try to scare the thief or something.
That's understandable.
That is not understandable. You know what happens? Mimi nishaisimamia mtu na mimi hata sina nguvu ya kupigana.
Uko na ring. Hiyo ya kufunga dirisha ni kwa sababu ni kama wale wa gazeti za free, ukifungua dirisha anakurushia, si ndio? So ukifunga dirisha, it's about the thief. Okay. That's a message that you are not interested. No. Like
we need to fix us. Fixing us has to come from us. Have you ever imagined even our leaders wasimame tu kwa podium and they speak about issues without calling mama yako, brother yako, your auntie, all these things? It always degenerates into that kind of language. Because why? We have let them. Because we allow them, because we make them think the reason why they need to work harder is the struggle for the person who can to see the other person better. Yes. And we cheer and we're excited. And then you're wondering, they're not talking about you. They're not talking about the fact that our wanaenda nyumbani in guarded homes with 6-meter walls, with cooks and chefs and chauffeurs. Natembe ukienda nyumbani unaenda kuibiwa.
You actually have a clip of you ukipasha au my MPs.
There is nothing about honor without the fact that it is a role, not a title. You do not talk about, I am an honorable member, and you have not done one damn honorable thing. You don't do that. And for me, it infuriates me, because it is the thing we fight about, women representation. We are lacking that even now. And you're talking about money, and you're talking about you want to be paid something that is honorable to you in a country where we still cannot maneuver if it rains a little bit, in a country where people cannot afford food, in a country where 40-something% is unemployed, and you're a woman, and now we all agree there's no NASA, there's no Jubilee, we are all talking about money. This is nonsense. Who are these people, by the way?
Hiyo ni personality yako ya side ba. And I also noted that look. What was that look?
It is the spirit of Moses. It is a divine spirit. So, for the remainder of the show, naweza kuita Mose. So I was saying there are things we can't talk lightly about, and that was that clip about, because I find it very infuriating when I walk around and I see able young people who are worthy of employment, who are worthy of earning a living, and having decent lives. And these are people scavenging, you know, working every day as if kutafuta kazi ni kazi. You see, and it is okay, and people have accepted it. Like young people, you know, the future will come. Inakuja tu, your future is tomorrow, you are leaders of tomorrow. And this lie, it's being peddled everywhere. And then the same leaders come and promise these young people who are struggling. Meanwhile, it is these young people who they stand on to get to where they do politically, sindio? And then they come back and they say, mi nataka nipewe pesa mingi, or mi... I'm sorry. What are you saying?
Give people one more thing that makes sense about politics and democracy.
Can I read a quote?
Yes.
That summarizes everything. It's by George Carlin, and it says, now there's one thing you might have noticed I don't complain about, the politicians. Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck. Well, where do these people come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to have selfish, ignorant leaders.
Hiyo ni information poa sana ya kudigest for this show. Alafu I hope sasa tukikuita for another show utakam to cover your story.
Absolutely.
Sana siasa ni poa sana. But mimi nitaambia wase leo before we end it, ndio. Ni shindeni hapo Jubilee na NASA. Na sisi tuko pamoja. Tuko pamoja na TBIM. Tuko pamoja na TBIM. Yet the problem ni nyinyi mnaweza fix. Ni sisi tunaweza fix.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having
me. Sindio?
Awesome.
High five.
Yay, usinipe homa please.
Hii ni homa ya majuu.
I don't want it.
Serious?
Thanks.
You can try it.
I don't.
Kama ni mbaya utanirudishia.
I refuse.
That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.